filmed in Durham as well, my neck of the woods, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was it like working up there?
Yeah, no, it was the whole thing was wonderful, you know, really. It was tough because it was a small budget and everything, but and he's my kind of director because he just likes to do one take, you know.
In and out.
He said in the second week, he said, wow, he said loud enough so the crew could hear, you know. He said, wow, you and Vanessa, you know, you just nail it on the first take, you know, that's amazing. And I said, Paul, you're working with Redgrave and Stamp. You've got 100 years of movie making. And then I looked at her, I said, actually, 101, you know, we both sort of laughed. And all the crew like, 100 years, you know. But it was a fact.
For you, I mean, it's, as well as the kind of the musical side of the film, it's very much a story about relationships, isn't it? And the one that really fascinated me was actually between yourself and Christopher Eccleston, who plays your son in the film. That was quite, again, another emotive storyline there, wasn't it?
Well, it was it was easy for me when I realized that, you know, it was really a very similar story to my own dad. And I was the oldest, and I was born just before he went off for World War II. You know, he was a seaman. And the fact was that by the time he came back, he really, like outwardly, he thought I'd already been spoiled because I'd been brought up by my mother, her sisters, my grannies, and he thought I was like little Lord Fauntleroy, you know what I mean? I was like gone for him. And so, but I also, as I got older, I realized that I was a rival. I was a rival for my mother's time. And I was a rival for my mother's affections. And so that's how I kind of related. And once I decided that, it made everything very easy. Because it wasn't that I didn't love the Christopher Eccleston character. It's just that he was a rival.
Your old flatmate, Sir Michael Caine, and I interviewed him not so long ago, and I was saying, you know, how long are you going to continue doing this for? And he said, well, darling, this business retires you, you don't retire. And just on the subject of kind of OAPs, and as you get older in this business, do you agree with him, and where do you see yourself going?
Sir Michael. Got a sort of ring to it, hasn't it?
Do you call him that?
Morris Joseph Micaway. I don't really think about the end of my career. When I made my first movie, it had been so hard for me to become an actor, just because where I come from and the culture and everything. My dad said, people like us don't do things like that. And he was right, except I didn't listen. But so when I first made my first movie and it was so successful, I thought, I can do this, I can make my living. I don't have to be an interior decorator, you know. I don't have to discover good antiques, I can do this. So and then what I wanted was a long career. So I started preparing for that in the early 60s. So I'm in the best shape I can possibly be. So frankly, I think I don't agree with Sir Michael on many things, but I think that the business is going to have to give me up. I've got that in common with Sir Michael.
Hi, I'm Lisa, the news editor at ITM Productions, and I'm here to introduce this guy. This is Phil.
Hi, I'm from the team at Truthloader, a YouTube channel dedicated to investigative and citizen journalism. We're also live every day with our Google Hangouts.
Make sure you don't miss out on any of the cool stuff going on the other side by hitting subscribe now.